Okay, here we are for the Trainer Tip Tuesday. We were really excited. We got a few comments for ideas for doing this each week. And so the first comment was from our buddy Craig, and he asked if there was one full body exercise that we would do in our exercises for the rest of our lives, what would it be? And the really clear and obvious answer to me is the Turkish Get-Up, okay? The Turkish Get-Up has great mobility components to it, strength components. It has most of all the major movement patterns, which is pretty cool. And if it's done correctly, it can be super beneficial for anything from an athlete training for some sort of sport or performance goal. And it can also be really great for some of those older athletes that are seriously concerned about, just if they were to fall over, being able to get up safely. And so it's really programmable for all athletes. So I'm going to kind of talk through the Turkish Get-Up and kind of talk about the different things that are going on during it and what you're working on. So this is the Turkish Get-Up, and I'll break it down here in a little bit. So first off, we want to think about picking it up safely. We can get it up over head with two hands or one hand, depending on how heavy it is. If you're doing a really heavy one, it's probably going to be two. Put up over your chest. So we just did a press there. That was pretty cool. Same knee, same arm, straight arm here, elbow. And then you're going to pull yourself into this position here. Nice proud chest. Press up off the ground. You're going to come up on your bent knee leg. Sweep your leg through. This is where the hinge component is. There's a hinge right here. Up off your hand. We're going to have a lunge or a squat variation here with a weight up overhead. Own it for a second. Back down to the same leg. We can do a windshield wiper. We'll hinge from the hips to get down to the ground. Sweep the leg through to the elbow before the back. And then back through. So, then you switch sides. There's a couple different ways you can program that. It could be with 2 or 3 reps on each side with a little bit lighter weight. That's going to feel pretty hard. If we're working on strength, we're going to go a little bit heavier, and we'll probably do 1 on each side with some rest in between, some mobility drills. Couple common mistakes we see with the Turkish Get-Up is people trying to rush through it really fast and just trying to get up however way they can or want to. But if you really break down the stages, which we're about to do, and you learn the movement first, you'd be surprised how well you can do these and how heavy you can do these. And so it's just kind of taking a little bit of a step back before kind of moving forward. Okay? So first things first is the grip. The grip on this thing, we want to make sure our wrist is neutral. We're going to be up in the crook of the kettlebell, and the handle's going to come across the heel of our hand. So when it's up overhead, it's coming down like this, and not like this with a bent wrist and way up in the knuckle. So it's going to be like this. It's going to feel way stronger and way better, especially on the wrist. Folks need to remember to stay really tight here, so tighten up your glutes. You're going to pretend like you're grabbing onto a pole that's bolted to the ground, and you're going to pull yourself into position, up onto the palm here. Really important here is looking at your wrist so you can continue to make this arm nice and straight. We should have our nice tripod kind of position here, where my right foot's lined up with my back foot, my knees kicked out. What people try to do here is they'll try to just push up off the ground with their hand. That's really hard. You gotta remember to hinge here, like we talked about. Then you can have some hip extension here to get up. Be patient here. Adjust your stance before you're ready to go up. Don't just go from whatever position you are. There's no rules as far as like you can move your feet around as much as you need to. Back toe is engaged so you can help yourself push up. Okay? A common mistake here is people lunging too close to their stance, and that feels really hard. So make sure you lunge back a little bit further than maybe you'd like. Really important here is this windshield wiper. If you try to go down like this, it feels really stressful in the back. So windshield wiper, then it allows your hip to hinge. Back down through. Not rushing this last part to the elbow. and then to the back. And then remember, a nice safe dismount with the weight. When you're switching sides, never drag it over your body or switch above your head. It's pretty dangerous, right? Either halo it around your head, or you're moving your body to switch sides.